We're joined by the management. In fact, Amit Kumat, the MD and CEO of Prataap Snacks, is joining in. Amit, thanks so much for taking the time. Help us understand this widening of losses in the quarter gone by. Is this primarily on account of the impact of inflation that we're seeing?
It's 100% on the account of inflation only. If you see the prices of raw material last quarter, it was the highest ever. There was a sharp inflation in the price of key raw material, especially palm oil, which has peaked during Q1. The negative impact inflation in raw material and packing material is almost 1,000 bps on year-to-year basis. We could mitigate the large impact of this inflation through our various initiatives, such as direct distribution, better realization, grammage realizations, and other cost optimizations. Thankfully, the prices have started going down.
Good morning, Mr. Kumar. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation and talking about inflation. Could you also tell us, has the company gone ahead with any price hikes to mitigate that impact of the rising raw material costs? Also, if you could tell us how much of the increase in raw material costs has been the company able to pass on so far? And if you've taken any more price hikes, if you've already taken price hikes, are you planning to take some more going ahead?
So if you see, there was total 1,000 bps increase in raw material pricing, out of which we could probably mitigate around 8.5%, out of which 4% we could take from direct distribution by reducing the channel margin, and we have increased the price by 3 to 3.5%. So almost 8% is coming on the two accounts, direct distribution, and second by increasing the weight or passing on the price to the consumer. Now we don't intend to increase the pricing because the raw material prices have started softening, and I don't think we need to increase the price from now onwards.
So then, can it be said, given the reduction, as you're pointing out, in those raw materials, edible oil prices have come down, you have wheat prices that are also going to be cooling off just a bit, at least that's the anticipation, Mr. Kumat. Then would you anticipate a significant improvement in Q2 and in the rest of the financial year on your metrics of profitability, on operating margins?
Definitely, we are looking at significant improvement probably throughout the year.
Can you quantify that?
Very difficult to quantify, but basically the prices which have increased by almost 10%, I think that have come down to almost 4%. So if you compare Q1 and Q2, there would be definitely a raw material reduction in price of almost 5 to 6%.
Right. I just wanted to understand how is the consumer behavior been given the fact that we are seeing an inflationary scenario? Are you seeing any downtrading in products? Do you think consumers are opting for smaller packets? And also, has the sales of smaller packets increased significantly given the way how the consumer sentiment is shifting right now?
I have been always advocating the 5 rupee pack, which everyone says basically the 5 rupee will go away in the snack food industry. I always feel that the 5 rupee pack will stay in India. We still sell 90% of our product sales from the 5 rupee pack, and that is going to continue. But there is no great improvement in the rupees 5 sales. In fact, we have improved our rupees 10 and rupees 20 sales by 5 to 6%. But definitely the maximum quantum of sales still comes from the rupees 5 pack.
Okay, that's interesting to note, Mr. Kumar. Just trying to understand capacity and capacity utilization. You have the increase in the capacity of the Rajkot facility, and just trying to understand what utilization is right now and what the increased sales are that you're anticipating.
So it's almost 70 to 75% capacity utilization across all the plants. And we are definitely putting up one more plant in North India. We're increasing capacity in Indore and in Rajkot also. And I think that was a question of the capacity increase.
Increase and the expectation on revenue increase as well. Already in the first quarter, you're seeing a 37% increase in revenue. Is that the kind of trajectory that you're anticipating in the remainder of the year?
I think more than 15% basically what we anticipate for a few more quarters. Difficult to quantify the number, but definitely more than 15% is what we are looking at.
All right, on that optimistic note, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumar, for joining us on ET Now to talk about the quarter gone by for Prataap Snacks.